Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 12 Review. An unnecessary death distracts from what's important. Although Episode 11 signaled that Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 was turning around after a couple of poor hours, Episode 12, Counting Coop, unfortunately brings the series back down to the ground. Prior to Counting Coop, Taylor Sheridan's neo-Western drama TV show only had 3 episodes left to close out its story and conclude character arcs in a way that would satisfy us. Instead, Episode 12 did little to move the plot forward and contains a death that is unnecessary and quite disappointing. Following Sarah's shocking death in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 11, the police questioned Jamie in Episode 12. They don't consider him a suspect at first, but when he has a frantic and defensive reaction to the detectives looking at Sarah's belongings, they add him to their list of suspects. Elsewhere in the hour, Rip tries to sell as much livestock as he can as the ranch is in desperate need of money. Meanwhile, Kayce has a memorable storyline as he continues seeking justice for his father's murder, and one beloved ranch hand sacrifices his life to save another. In a strange turn of events, another Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 character dies in Episode 11, Colby. Carter gets stuck in a stable with a violent horse, and when Colby tries to distract the animal to save Carter, the horse attacks Colby, killing him. Carter tries to save the ranch hand by shooting the horse, but it's too late. Colby is already gone, devastating almost every character, especially Teeter, Colby's girlfriend, and Ryan, Colby's best friend. Despite the obvious heartbreak, Colby's passing isn't effective due to Part 2's previous deaths. It's also entirely unnecessary. When a TV show starts killing off characters left and right, the deaths become less impactful. John Dutton's fate in the Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 premiere was obviously powerful as it affected every character and the show's entire story. Then, Sarah's death at the end of Episode 11 was completely shocking and seemingly changed the plot for the better. But both characters' deaths then cheapened Colby's. Colby's demise also does nothing to push the story forward, making it completely avoidable. It affects Teeter, of course, but Colby's death won't influence Yellowstone Season 5's arc. Aside from Colby's death and Kayce's actions at the end of the hour, Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 12 is hardly memorable. Counting Coop, as a whole, doesn't contain much development, meaning Taylor Sheridan is wasting precious time ahead of the show's series finale. Given that only 2 episodes remain in the neo-Western drama, it needs to efficiently utilize every second to the best of its ability. But Episode 12 seemingly negates that notion by featuring forgettable and meaningless scenes. Instead of continuing the war between Beth and Jamie, they are barely seen in the episode, even though they are arguably 2 of the most important characters in the show's final story. Counting Coop doesn't present a path forward for either of them after Sarah's death. As a result, their feud is losing steam, making us lose interest in seeing what happens next to Beth and Jamie. If there is one good thing about Counting Coop, it's Kayce. After being the reason why his father's case was reopened in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 11, Kayce continues on his warpath in Episode 12. His old military friend sends him information about Grant, the hitman Sarah hired to assassinate John, and Kayce tracks the man down. He jumps into the backseat of Grant's car, points a gun at his young daughter, and threatens Grant. Kayce leaves with no bloodshed, but he makes it very clear that he is not someone Grant wants to mess with. Kayce's dark side coming out at the end of Episode 12 is thrilling, to say the least. His character development in the second part of Season 5 has been quite intriguing to watch, and Kayce's scene with Grant will undoubtedly create excitement about what comes next for Luke Grimes' character. However, since Kayce essentially does nothing but traumatize 2 people in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 12, the story surrounding John's death doesn't truly move forward. As Yellowstone continues its dramatic journey through the trials and tribulations of the Dutton family, Season 5, Episode 12 delivers an episode that's sure to have fans debating its merits. Packed with tension, betrayal, and heartbreak, this chapter proves the series' ability to surprise, but also raises questions about its narrative priorities. While the episode doesn't shy away from emotional punches, one major event, an unnecessary death, proves to be a distracting misstep that detracts from the story's central threads. The Dutton legacy under siege. Episode 12 opens with a storm brewing, both literally and metaphorically. The Dutton ranch faces threats on multiple fronts. Corporate interests scheming to acquire the land, political adversaries circling like vultures, and internal family discord that threatens to implode their unity. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the tension is palpable. John Dutton, Kevin Costner, is a man weighed down by the weight of his decisions, visibly grappling with the knowledge that his every move carries potentially devastating consequences. Beth Dutton, Kelly Rayleigh, continues to be the fiery heart of the family, her sharp tongue and unyielding loyalty driving much of the narrative momentum. Her clashes with Jamie, Wes Bentley, reach new heights in this episode, with their sibling rivalry threatening to spill over into outright warfare. Jamie, emboldened by his political alliances, moves a step closer to realizing his own ambitions, setting up a clash that could irrevocably alter the Dutton family dynamic. The unnecessary death. Amidst all this tension, the episode takes a sharp turn with the death of a key character. Without delving into spoilers, it's a death that feels engineered more for shock value than for narrative cohesion. This loss, while impactful in the moment, detracts from the overarching plot by drawing attention away from the ranch's larger struggles. The decision to kill off this character, who had untapped potential for growth and further contribution to the story, feels like a missed opportunity. The emotional fallout from this event is undeniably well acted, with the cast delivering heart-wrenching performances. However, it's hard to shake the sense that this death serves as a distraction rather than a meaningful turning point. Yellowstone has always been a series that balances its explosive drama with intricate character development, but here, the balance tips too far toward the former, sacrificing the latter. Rip Wheeler's stand. One of the episode's highlights is Rip Wheeler, Cole Hauser, stepping into the spotlight. As John's trusted right-hand man and Beth's unwavering partner, Rip has often been the moral compass of the series, albeit one with a penchant for violence. In this episode, Rip's loyalty and pragmatism are tested as he navigates the fallout from the death and the escalating threats to the ranch. Hauser delivers a powerhouse performance, grounding the episode with a sense of gravitas that reminds viewers of what's truly at stake. Rip's interactions with the ranch hands also provide moments of levity and camaraderie that are sorely needed amidst the heavy drama. These quieter moments are a testament to Yellowstone's ability to find beauty in the mundane, even as chaos swirls around the Duttons. Montana's looming political battle. On the political front, the episode continues to explore the battle for Montana's future, with the Duttons caught in the crossfire. John's tenure as governor is increasingly tenuous, with opponents exploiting every misstep to undermine his authority. The tension between protecting the ranch and fulfilling his political duties adds layers to John's character, showcasing Kevin Costner's ability to convey vulnerability beneath a stoic exterior. Jamie, meanwhile, cements his role as the series' most complex antagonist. His machinations are as calculated as they are ruthless, and Bentley's nuanced performance ensures that viewers can't help but feel a pang of sympathy for a man torn between ambition and family loyalty. The showdown between John and Jamie is building to a fever pitch, and Episode 12 sets the stage for what promises to be an explosive confrontation. Nature as a silent witness. Yellowstone's breathtaking cinematography remains a standout aspect of the series, and Episode 12 is no exception. The sweeping vistas of Montana's wilderness serve as a silent witness to the Duttons' turmoil, a stark reminder of the land's enduring beauty and fragility. The juxtaposition of nature's serenity with the characters' chaos underscores one of the series' central themes: the price of protecting paradise. The episode's visual storytelling is particularly poignant during moments of introspection, as characters find solace or resolve amidst the rugged landscape. These scenes provide a necessary counterbalance to the high-octane drama, grounding the narrative in a sense of place that is uniquely Yellowstone.